My
Yes.
name is Haley Pessner, and I'll be the host for this TLC session. We're excited to have you join us today for the Ashford University Student Organizations presentation, The How and Why of Student Involvement. Please welcome Kathryn Daniels, our presenter. And Kathryn, I will take it away.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Haley. I am Kathryn Daniels. I'm a student with Ashford, but I do a number of other things that I will describe to you throughout this presentation. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump in. Welcome to my presentation on Ashford University's student organizations and honor societies, and how and why I think students should participate and join. I am hosting this session because I have heard on many occasions from students, what's the point in joining an online honor society or student organization? And I think that there are many points, and so I created an entire presentation surrounding that question. So if you think of any questions during this presentation, please feel free to write them down and hold on to them until the end of the session. At the end, we will be having a brief Q&A session where you guys can ask questions in the chat, or just chit chat if you have anything to say or add to, would be great as well. During that time, I'll also have up my email so that if anybody thinks of any questions after the fact, you're more than welcome to contact me, and we can just chat if you want to about the student organizations. So first, we're going to start off with a poll. I would like to see, do we have this poll available?
Kathryn, I think for this one, let's go ahead and put some our selections in the chat.
Okay, sounds good. If you guys just want to go ahead and write in the chat, yes or no, basically. If you feel a disconnect from your peers, such as other students, or if you just generally feel like there are a few people who understand where you come from as an online-only student. And I'll give you guys a few minutes to do that. No? Okay. And yeah, Jenna, I've heard that from many students as well, so. Yeah. Sarah, I've been looking for a work from home position and have been, like, as I look for the position, even feel more disconnected than I feel like I would if I were in an office, seeing people every day. So yeah, and I've been going to school online for 3 years and, only pretty much hanging out with my kids and husband. So I completely understand what that feels like. Yep, you sure do, Ben. That's right. You have to work hard to keep your connection strong. That's for sure. Okay, so generally we can all agree that to some degree there is at least a degree of disconnect whenever you are, working remotely, basically, whether that be working or an actual, student. So just a little bit of information here. Ashford actually has a blog, which I did not know until I was researching a little bit for this. And as Ashford's blog eloquently points out, there are many reasons that students should join and participate in student organizations and honor societies. But here are the 4 that are covered already by the blog. I just wanted to recover and go over through some of the experiences that I've had. Increasing your network or your networking skills and your network. This could be by networking with peers online or going to events that are held by student organizations and honor societies. I've personally increased my network exponentially and consider myself very close with many members of Ashford faculty, teachers, and other students that I will forever continue to foster relationships with, all because of the student organizations that I'm involved in. Expanding your knowledge or education of a specific topic. For example, the SHRM Club offers continuing education and certifications even. There are other organizations as well that do courses or conferences where you can learn about your specific degree path. There are many things that you can learn. Discovering and having more career opportunities that are available to you. If you don't, or if you didn't already know, some honor societies actually have exclusive access to some job boards or internships. I know that Golden Key has a specific contract with some airline, I want to say Delta, where they actually, Golden Key vets through all of their members to give them a few interns for an internship program, and you won't get access to that anywhere else. And finally, gaining leadership skills, which, as we all know, no matter what position you want or are going for in a career, this is a very highly sought after skill in today's job market. And as if you needed any more reasons, but there are plenty, there are also financial benefits and scholarships offered by these honor societies and other student organizations. These scholarships are not anything that you will find or have access to without membership to these organizations. A student at the University of the Rockies, the student at the University of the Rockies actually won a $10,000 scholarship last year through Golden Key. And that can take a pretty good chunk off of a doctoral degree should anybody ever decide to do that. Golden Key also offers, for instance, discounts on auto insurance. They have contracts with many other organizations that can help you through college for cheaper and even assist you after you graduate. Giving to your local community, to the Ashford community, and potentially even beyond that is a big one for me personally. This picture that I have put up here is me and the vice president of our Golden Key chapter at the time. And we were in San Antonio. This is an event that we actually did in coordination with the Student Veterans Organization of Ashford. The president of the Student Veterans Organization at the time happened to live in San Antonio, which is where I happened to live at the time. And our vice president at the time lived in Dallas. And so she actually drove down to San Antonio so that we could do this event with them. And that day, me and a bunch of Student Veterans Organization students were able to plant strawberries so that the food bank can actually grow their own strawberries and have their own fresh organic food for people who can't afford, 3 meals a day in San Antonio, because those people still do exist. For example, like I said, Golden Key, or through Golden Key, I've had many opportunities to be a part of service events all over the country. I've been in service events from San Diego to Arizona and Hawaii to Puerto Rico. Over the past 3 years, Golden Key has flown me to Arizona, San Diego, to the Ashford campus twice actually, to Houston, to Las Vegas, and this year they actually flew me out to New Orleans at the conference that they held in New Orleans. And actually I was able to present at the Golden Key 40th Anniversary International Conference in Las Vegas, which was pretty cool. I co-did that with with Kathy, our vice president at the time, and Dr. Woods, our co-advisor. And because of my association with Dr. Woods and Ben Gauthier, our Golden Key co-advisors, I was actually able to co-present last year in the TLC event, and again on my own this year, like I'm doing now, which is helping me to build my resume, and of course helping me to keep up with my public speaking skills and allowing me to keep up with my public speaking skills, just because, I joined Golden Key, basically. Even though most of us are online-only students, we are still a community, and by joining and being active within CHAMPS, SHRM, SVO, or any of the other student organizations or honor societies within Ashford, you are being given a chance to give back to your Ashford community, your local community, and potentially, again, even beyond that. My final point is mentorships and connections that are available to students through other students and or advisors. Having a mentor is extremely important. Learning through others' experiences is extremely important, and it can make you even more knowledgeable than just learning in a classroom. As Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, learn from the mistakes of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourself. Additionally, as adults, whether you're in an online community or active in your physical community, it can be difficult to make friendships with lasting connections. In class, we don't really get many opportunities to interact with one another genuinely or organically. And student organizations and getting involved with them can really be a great way to interact with people who value the same things that you do and are currently going through very similar circumstances, such as trying to juggle work, school, kids, and just life in general. So this is our poll that we're going to switch it up with. If you guys want to go ahead and select what your favorite Thanksgiving dessert is, I'll give you a few minutes to do that. Mine is pumpkin pie with whipped cream on top, I have to say. And funny story is I only just recently found out I like pumpkin pie, but it's my favorite now. And I got my kids to like it because I guess I didn't taste it as a kid, or maybe I did and I just didn't like it. The one I tasted, I don't know, but it's the best, which seems to be the most popular as of right now. Now I feel like I threw the vote. All right. We have 18 out of 23 attendees. If anybody wants to vote, I'll give you another couple seconds. No? Okay. So pumpkin pie is the winner with 7 votes. But pecan pie and cheesecake tied for second place, which, I mean, you can't really argue with that. All right. So next, the question is that everybody, you know, always wants to know after that, of course, would be how can you join? And here are some of the organizations like the Forbes School of Business and Technology Business Management Club, and they simply just take a LinkedIn request. So you can join just by going on LinkedIn, getting an account if you don't already have one, and going and typing in to search for a group, the name of that group, and you can join. Some other organizations require a little bit more. Most honor societies have GPA requirements, or at a bare minimum, like a school association requirement. For instance, if you want to be a part of the psychology club, you might want to be in the psychology program just because that makes sense. But also keep in mind that each organization may have its own individual requirements for membership. So sometimes the desire to join is not always enough to gain membership in some organizations and or honor societies. Here is a list of all of the current student organizations available for students to join. I do not see the CHAMPS one on here, but that is another student organization that if you are new or just incoming or just want somebody to talk to, you can join CHAMPS and become a mentee, and they will assign you a mentor, like I said, mentorship, and you guys can hit it off, or you know, you can get a new one and hit it off with them. Some of these are based off of degree paths, and some are just for anyone to join. I would advise to keep checking the website, as new clubs are always added from time to time. And also, if you feel that Ashford should have a club that is not offered, you can request one by reaching out to studentorgs@ashford.edu, and I'll have this email address posted during the Q&A session at the end. Here is a list of the honor societies available within Ashford. Again, be sure to check the website for the current offerings. If you just wanted to go and Google Ashford University student organizations, you can do that, and that will bring up the first option is Ashford University Student Organizations webpage, and you can actually click on these links on that page to get to the honor society pages or student organization pages, whatever you need. All right, so that's it for my presentation. Here's studentorgs@ashford.edu. If anyone wants to create a club, you can email that and talk to them about that. If you have any questions, my email is at the bottom, or you can just talk to me through the chat, and I will do my best to answer them right now. Okay, see, so someone asked, where is Golden Key? So Golden Key, you can go to goldenkey.org, and you can get more information on them there. And that is an honor society that does require a certain GPA and have its own requirements for you to join. Thank you, Sharon. Yay. Yes, yes. Golden Key, Lucinda, yes. Golden Key partners with Geico for discounts. Thank you, Haley, for posting that. Since you're so close to graduating, would you mind sharing what your degree is in and what your plans are moving forward? So currently my degree is in business administration. I'm going for my bachelor's. My plan is to attend at some point for my master's, but I'm hoping I can get like a company to pay for it. But beyond that, after I graduate, I'm hoping to either work from home from some kind of position at all, or I've recently decided to entertain the idea of possibly joining the Air Force. My husband's in the Army, and we have 2 kids, so I don't know if that's possible, but if I were able to, I would be able to join as an officer, and that would be a really awesome, stable opportunity, which I like the idea of. All right. So somebody said that they don't see the honors link. It should be, the honors links should be below all the student organizations, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. And yes, Dr. Woods, Golden Key requires that you be in the top 15% of your class, which does require a high GPA, but I don't think that there's actually a set GPA. You just have to be in the top 15% of however many students there are in your college. Oh, and Ben put up the Honor Society's link if you guys need that. Sorry. There we go. Thank you, Ben. So, does anybody else have any questions? It can. Ashford's website can be confusing sometimes. Okay, so Kathleen says, I know that SHRM is open to all program participants. Is that true of other clubs? That is a good question. I believe that is true for most other clubs. I don't think that, like, if you just have an interest in anthropology, I'm pretty sure you can actually join the anthropology club. But I don't think they're going to kick you out for not being in the anthropology program. But I think that just depends. You'll have to contact each individual club to find out for sure. Lucinda, yes, if you are in the top 15% and you receive the invitation through email to join Golden Key and you pay the one-time fee, I don't remember what it is right now, but yes, it is a lifetime membership. All clubs are open to active students, Ben says. Yep, and the Golden Key fee, Ben says, is $95 now. But like I said, it's just a one-time fee. Most other honor, or not most, but some other honor societies actually charge like a annual fee or a monthly fee or something like that. So I think the one-time fee, and they even have payment plans. If you can't pay the $95 up front, they'll cut it into certain, yeah, and some honor societies are also free. But yeah, for Golden Key, they do have payment plans for the $95 if you can't do that up front. Thank you, Jenna. I appreciate that. I love Golden Key. I've done so much with Golden Key. I was actually, I forgot to mention, I was the student member on the board for Golden Key as well last year for a whole year, and I got to participate in all the board meetings and like the decisions that they were making and see what they were doing and how they were doing it, and that was really cool. I like that too. Happy birthday, Vanessa! Yay! Are you doing anything special for it? I hope. Oh. Yeah, you should at least, maybe because it's your birthday, you should at least like go on like Starbucks or something, the website, and sign up for their emails and see if you can't get like a free birthday coffee or something. They do that. And a lot of restaurants do that too. They'll give you like a free birthday dessert or something. Might be worth a shot. Oh, yay. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. I like Golden Key. I'm applying for even after I graduate, I'm applying for, there's an alumni position on the student, there's an alumni position on the board of Golden Key. That's a 3-year position that I'm going to apply for too. So I hope to get that also, because I really like Golden Key and I really like Ashford. I just like being involved in networking, and doing things like this are very good for everybody and anybody, I think, and it's very, thanks, Ben. Thanks, Lucinda. Thank you, Dr. Woods. It helps, especially in student organizations, to have really awesome advisors, and Golden Key happens to have really awesome advisors. So that's great. Thank you, Jenna. We are blushing. Me too. Well, that's good, Vanessa. At least you get free coffee. Coffee's always good. I'm going to go get me some after this. Well, all right. If nobody has any other questions, I am done with my presentation. If you think of any others, you guys can email me, or you can just, so I went to the Champs. Yeah, join Champs too if you get a chance, if you want to be a mentor or mentee. I went to the Champs one a little bit ago, and they actually were talking about pretty much, the same thing that I'm talking about, like we're a community and we need to help each other, and like that's how we'll get it all done. Thank you, Jenna. Yes, that's pretty awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming and being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Kathryn. I appreciate all your insight. You did a great job on your presentation. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. And I hope that everyone has the opportunity to participate in more sessions in TLC.
Yes. Thank you, Haley, for helping me as well, by the way.
Yes, happy to. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.